let's see what.
And we're back
this time.
with YLTP versus Izu. Game 1 going to Izu in about 22 minutes, as they basically just beat the tri lane that YLTP tried to run and took control of the game pretty darn easily. And YLTP trying to avoid relegation to the losers bracket here. Izu looking to continue and move on to the round of 8. So nobody facing elimination, and this is the round of 16. So again, not that big a deal. If you lose here, it's still relatively early, and you have plenty of time to make it up, but obviously don't want to go down earlier than you have to. Anyway, Parasites will play the first couple of bands here, and we'll see what else there is. I think that they might ban Silhouette and Cthulhuphant. Just maybe.
You're crazy.
We might have already seen this replay.
Oh.
The beginning of this replay. What a guy, right?
I'm not sure why you would ban Cthulhuphant as Legion. Like,
Me either.
it's so strong, and it's like you can just leave it open and you're gonna get it, or the HoN team have to ban it.
Unless you don't have a Cthulhuphant player.
Any player.
Yeah, okay, but
Cthulhuphant player.
Yeah.
who can play Cthulhuphant?
I don't know.
It's like, yeah, I don't know.
Maybe
it might be bad at hitting stunts, but still the hero itself is so retarded.
Maybe they have a
So you
moral
should be
opposition
able
to
to
Cthulhuphant.
Yeah. Maybe it's just they're just playing, like, being fair and just, okay, we're not gonna go for this guy. He's too damn OP.
Maybe they hate Tim Buckley.
What?
Cthulhuphant was designed by, you know, the webcomic Control-Alt-Delete?
Right.
Cthulhuphant was designed by the guy that writes and draws that comic, whose name is
Okay.
Tim Buckley.
Quincy
Possible.
knows everything.
I do
guys.
know everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Tim Buckley designed a hero for HoN, like, years ago, and proceeded to just never talk about it ever again. The only mobile he ever talks about is LOL.
Lol.
You'd think that
What
this
a
guy,
joke.
he's got a hero in the game. You'd think he'd give it a little more respect, but apparently not. What a jerk. Yeah. Anyway, I thought that was last time, but Hellware spent a lot of time on their second ban. They're down to 53 seconds of extra time, and that could come into play later.
I'm not sure if he's AFK or what it is, but like that was really.
It's a long time.
They're really thinking it through.
Yeah, I don't know why you would take that much time, but again, they're gonna dip into it. No, they will second pick the Rhapsody. And I know Enthos loves Magnus, but I gotta imagine that first pick Rhapsody is a better option than first pick Magnus. Just because.
Debatable.
Like,
I think
Magnus
Rhapsody
a
is the
good
strongest hero right now to first pick. Like
Magnus?
No, Rhapsody is.
Oh, Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's
Rhapsody.
2 against 1, Enthos. Get out of here.
As a suicide player, I know that Rhapsody is the most annoying hero to play against, unless you're playing Swiftblade or something.
It's
Oh yeah, I think it's so strong.
It's good
Big
babysitter, good lane support, scales extremely well, ganks pretty damn well. Hero's too good, man. I mean, I just feel like Rhapsody at this point is head and shoulders above every other support. So if you can get your hands on her, then that's going to give you a really good advantage.
Yeah.
Now,
So,
YLTP
7
lost with it
people-
last game.
7 people in this game have the same flag.
Yep.
Denmark.
Lots of Danish people in here.
Well,
As I
some of
said,
these Danes are
it's
going to
two
lose.
Danish teams.
So
Yep.
that just tells you that people from Denmark can't win games.
Okay. Okay, we can't win games simply as
No.
that.
Well, some of these Danes are going to lose, hence Danes lose games.
Some good logic right there.
It's foolproof.
Can
I would really love to, if they brought back like the national teams in HoN or something. It was really fun to
International
watch
Cup?
it. Yeah.
I
Could
think
be fun.
that's interesting. The problem is Sweden. Like,
Too damn strong.
it doesn't. It's not fair. Like, it's just okay. There's Sweden. If they did
yeah.
Sweden versus everybody else, like that would be fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it could be fun to watch. But still, like, the only problem I see is who's gonna be the captain for those teams. Who's gonna decide who's gonna play?
I mean, like
1v1 tournaments.
Like, it should be Breaky or something, but or some like big star pointing out be a national team coach.
I don't think Breaky would do very well as a coach.
No, but not as a coach, but just as he should watch the teams and say, okay, you're qualified, or you are like, because there can only be one suicide player and there can only be one mid player. And for example, Sweden, who's gonna jungle? Okay, it would be slapped in that, but else who's gonna
I mean, that's
you know what I'm saying.
Like you look at Sync's team, and I don't think Mika is from Sweden, but everybody.
He is from Germany. He is.
Oh, Mika is from Sweden? I don't know.
I think Mika is like, he's living in Sweden at least. I don't know if he's born there, but he's living there at least.
Okay, so you have 4 out of 5 Sync players. Kaiser's from Germany. Fusion's from Hungary. I think a couple of his players are Swedish, though. So that's YLTP.
Yeah, Box is Swedish, Krake and Balthasar is Swedish as well. Ro16 is Danish.
I don't know how much of BMG is Swedish, but I imagine at least a lot of it.
They are all Swedish except Hexrun, I think.
So there's top 3 teams right there. Reason, I have no idea.
Swedish. No, they're from German, I think.
Alright. Oh, yeah, they are.
Imbaboy is. Imbaboy and Sane is at least. I think Sane is as well. Anyway, I think it would be a close matchup again. Like, it would be Denmark, Sweden, and probably Germany and USA that would be really strong.
Right.
But Netherlands
USA would actually be kind of terrible. US HoN is mediocre right now.
No, but
what?
Feverbanger and Millstone Gaming is quite good though.
Yeah,
I mean, Meisty does he even play anymore? Is he in front of the sun, right? Yeah, so
he plays.
But that's like
but still,
like in silver now.
Shorken and Netherlands would be awful.
Shorken be a good US player.
Shorken and Netherlands would be awful.
I don't know, Meisty hasn't been playing, but that guy is insanely good. Like, insanely good.
And like Beaverbanger is good. What you got's a very good player. I mean, Nullstone Gaming would help, and maybe US would finish like 3rd or 4th. US HoN is better now than it's been in a long time. Even when SG was here, I think it's better than it was then, because SG was basically just Swindle and Z-Free. But
still, Swindle as a captain could probably lead everyone to.
He could do a lot. I don't think he could win, but I think he could do a lot. Anyway, so yeah, US HoN is better than it's been in a long time, but I don't think it's quite good enough to beat Sweden, probably Denmark, maybe Netherlands, I don't know.
No. Denmark with Probask and Hexrun and
yeah, that'd be bad.
me and
me.
Wait, guys, we're forgetting about the most important country for HoN.
What's that? Thailand?
Brazil.
So
yeah,
I would be with you. I would be with you there, Anthos, but other players cannot hear your team chat, so it's impossible for them to annoy the opposing team to death.
What about Russia, though? Garena.
All I have to say to that is ja.
I don't think it would work. Thailand would be interesting, because like, we've never really seen them do all that well, but they have a lot of players, so I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, the teams right now.
Yes, there's a game that's going on in the middle of this. Kraken, Magnus, Valkyrie, Keep the Forest, and Torture on the Legion side. I actually really like their lineup. Hellborn have Tempest, Madman, Bubbles, Pebbles, and Rhapsody. So I don't really like their lineup. I like YLTP here, actually. A fair bit, too. I mean, they've got the push with Keeper and Torture. I love Valkyrie. I think that hero is not used nearly enough. And Magnus, great. Kraken, great. Their team fight's pretty fantastic. Hellborn, meanwhile, it looks like they're going to run a short lane Madman, which I'm not a fan of. The Tempest is good, and Pebbles Rhapsody always.
No, I think Madman is suicide. Like, they're gonna farm on Pebbles. If you watch Pebbles' Ice Wind, really build, he gotta be short lane, else it's just terrible. And then you have Madman Suicide and Bubbles Med.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I liked it a lot better then.
I like
Yeah.
both of these drafts quite a bit.
And
We are again seeing, you love to party with a tri-lane. And this time Nigel was playing on the carry, so it was just, I don't know, maybe he wasn't comfortable playing Panther.
okay, so I did like the Legion lineup, and now I don't. I don't know why you would do this. Why wouldn't you jump? I mean, you have 3 suicide options in Kraken, Magmas, and Valkyrie, and instead you're laning a keeper.
What? You have, like, more. You also have Keeper.
Yeah, but
Suicide
like
also.
you can't, keeper can't suicide and jungle. So assuming that you have a jungle keeper, you have 3 good suicide options. Is my point.
Yeah.
I like keeper's a good jungler. He's a passive jungler, but he farms well. And
Yeah, he farms well, but he's not the fastest one though. Like, I think Parasite Tempest and no, I'm not sure about Ophelia now.
Ophelia does not farm very well anymore. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen her above 240, 250 GPM unless she starts to gank heavily and gets killed.
I
and
think if
assists.
you give a Voltalot with Ophelia and just stack medium camps and stuff, you're gonna farm 300. But yeah, it takes.
And that
it takes a while to
requires
get Voltalots.
really lucky spawns, and it
You
requires
need 2 Voltalots at least in a row.
right, and it requires a player who can do that, which is not super common
They could nerf the cooldown. No, buff the cooldown on Voltalot's tornado stuff, and you would be able to farm faster.
Yeah, which would be good. But I mean, just like laning keeper, I don't really know why you're doing this.
No, like I don't know. I'm not sure if they counterpicked Tempest with Keeper, but else they should go for. I'm not sure if Pharaoh was banned, but if they just want a guy that can split push and do something to the team, they could go for Warbeast solo. It would be.
I don't even have a problem with the keeper pick. I love the Legion lineup. I think it's really strong. I don't understand why they're laning it the way they are. Like, what's okay? Magmus is in a tri-lane. Why?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, this is a
And
terrible tri-lane.
He's not even farming. He's like supporting.
Right. And the arrow gonna miss.
I don't know. It's so weird though.
I
these
just.
lineups.
Why? I mean, like, in the middle lane, you got Kraken versus Bubbles. That's really good. But if you'd suicide the Valk or the Magmus, and top lane, Pebbles getting jumped a little bit, but again, he can't do anything. This Magmus is gonna stay too low a level for way too long, and he's just like he needs the stun range and stuff. It's
Anyway, I hate Pebbles items though. I really hate them
Yeah.
now, at least, as well. Like,
well, he went for greed and he's getting punished.
I hate the Mark of Novice. I'm not sure what he's gonna use that for. If he's gonna go mana ring, but or Gravelog it. But I hate it from the beginning. Like he could have gotten some more stats with the with some Minotaurs or more regen with a health pot. I don't know. It's
I
just
would imagine
not
his
doing anything.
plan is Grave Locket and no bottle. And I think he wants the stats to be able to get his mana pool up early so he can combo.
But with one more Minotaur, he would have been as well. That like if he, I think he thought he was free farming, and then he was just like then he would finish Steamboot pretty fast.
So both sides are gonna jump each other actually, as Pebbles is taking a whole bunch of damage. Valkyrie gonna be able to get. Actually, no, they do get the kill on Torture at first, and Pebbles is still alive somehow.
No leap on Valkyrie.
No,
No leap.
Valkyrie.
Oh, Pebbles.
No, but Pebbles, what are you doing, buddy? They will actually get the counter kill on Valk, so that's actually not the worst thing in the world. Revelord goes down there. Staccato stuns on Magmus. This is level 3 on this wrap, and was she able to get the kill? No. Not quite enough. Probably should have dropped the dance floor earlier.
I'm not sure what Pebbles was doing there. That was really, really greedy.
Yeah. He's like, I've got no health. Let's go try to kill this guy.
Oh, Tempest. Tempest just used his last mana for a stun on Torture, which didn't do anything because he was not going to go for the kill and reps it anyway. So now Tempest is out of mana. He needs to get like either a bottle or he actually buys the
Pickle Brain, yeah.
Pickle Brain, yeah. I'm not sure. And like now he's out of mana and he's not going to be able to farm for at least 1 minute almost.
He's got the
unless
mana. He's got the Ring of Sorcery.
Okay, then it's fine. He got.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize. But still,
Do not question
Yeah.
Tempest.
no. Then I was blind. Didn't see
That's
that he
fine.
finished it all.
Anthos, you're so quiet.
Yeah, I don't feel too good, but it's all good. Also, I have my roommate sleeping in the room next door, so.
What do we do to you? Valk Arrow missing. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This trial lane is like laughable. Like they lost the trial lane,
Yep.
and they're not even getting very good farm. Pebbles is at 240 GPM. Like what? What is going on here? I mean, on the bright side, Keeper's keeping up with Madman, and Kraken is losing mid by a little bit, but I don't know. The trial lane was just not worth it.
Oh.
As you guys have already touched base on.
Especially because like they're not contesting Tempest at all. They wadded up his camps, but Tempest is farming quite decent anyway. Like he's 260 and he's level 5, even though he only got 3 camps.
Yep.
So right now, like they're losing on farm because Magnus and Torture is not gonna do anything, and that's the problem with dual supporters when you're playing against a Tempest.
Yeah, Magnus gonna hide himself back over here. Looks like they're trying to get something, but Tempest is coming right into this, and now Magnus is like, oh, that was bad. Oh, he's gonna stun, and he's just at the same path, but nope, dance floor. And looks like Torture, for some reason, has decided, let's go run up past the creep wave and kill myself. All right.
Yeah, not sure what they're thinking on YLTP over here.
This is just stupid.
Oh, the arrow.
Oh, arrow! But Pebbles is okay. I really don't understand this. Like,
Why didn't
trap is
Valk
good.
in there killed him? Pebbles didn't have enough mana for an ability. He could have killed the Pebbles.
their draft
No
is good,
scope.
and they basically just threw the game because they decided that they wanted to run this stupid-ass tri lane.
Yeah. And by the way, Bubbles is manhandling mid right now. Like, he's just whenever there's a creep wave, he's just raising more in GPM, and Kraken's just now he got back to lane, but Bubbles finished the steam boost now, and he can go for the kill on Kraken if he wants to, because he got that level 2 songs to see. So if he wants to, he can go for the kill. He can almost one-shot Kraken, just dodge the Kraken ulti.
And okay, let's reconfigure this. If you put Keeper before Stump as Kelfield, and here comes
And
Madman, and he gets charged with him actually with the shell surface there, and Satan's Son will pick up the last hit. So.
Yep.
You called it.
Yep, and yeah, I don't know. Kraken should have, if he wanted to survive, he should at least have charged first and then used his ulti.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think he could have survived in any way there. Like,
Arrow coming through is gonna connect on Pebbles. So well done. The chain reactions.
Are you kidding? What?
What the
At
hell
least
was
they got
that?
the kill, but what? Like a 4 or 5 second arrow,
It was
and
a
then he stunned.
4.7 second stun, and then he
Then
chain
stuns
reactions
on top of
right
it.
on top of it.
Like, okay, I don't know.
I think YLTP is partying a bit too hard in real life at the moment to be playing HoN.
They are too drunk right now.
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, that's inexcusable. Like, you can't do that. And it's not like Pebbles has an escape mechanism. He's going to try to walk away. So even if you don't time it perfectly, you should be able to get the chain reactions out.
I don't know. I don't know what he was doing. What he was thinking. He wasn't thinking at all.
That
Maybe
was just
that's-
terrible.
Oh, but
Yeah, they put the Keeper route there onto Madman, but he's just going to run away. And he's got the stock off. He's going to be
yeah,
fine.
he missed the arrow. He hit a creep instead.
And why not arrow
I don't know
after
about
route?
Valk arrows.
Yeah.
I
I don't know. I think the Legion could have won this early game
Yes.
so hard, but they are really misplaying this so much.
Bubbles getting jumped on, but he's going to shell surf away, and he'll pop the power supply. Arrow going to come through. And
Oh, the arrow! Oh,
And Bubbles will
that
be
would have been
alright.
big. That would have been
That
really
would've
big.
been
That
big.
would have almost. It would. If
And
He would have
he
made
didn't,
up with all the other arrows.
he didn't
Right.
even dodge, he just missed. But Okay, like I was saying, let's reconfigure the Legion lineup a little bit. Keeper of the Forest in the woods. He's going to farm pretty well, but he's not going to gank too much. Let's put Kraken Suicide, because he'll be able to survive against Pebbles and Rhapsody, at least pretty well. He's going to need the tankiness and stuff. Magmus is not going to... He's just not going to do too well against that lane, because the Steam Bath isn't going to be very valuable. Then we put Magmus in the middle with Torturer, and that's going to dominate Bubbles. Bottom lane is a solo Valkyrie. Am I crazy, or is that just like a million times better than what they decided to do?
2 million times, actually.
Kraken's probably not going to get too much farm in the top lane because he's going to get boxed out. And Pebbles is going to get a pretty good amount. But Magmus will win middle with Torture, Bubbles gets nothing, and Valkyrie should beat Madman at the bottom.
The only thing they can take, I don't know, like you can, if you want to watch positive on this one, they kind of set back Pebbles a little. Like
They
he's
did.
only 230 chip him, but that's the only thing you can say about this. Like they could have laid this so much better, as you said.
I mean, look at the...
I don't.
Madman's a 275 gold per minute. Keeper of the Forest is a 275 gold per minute. This isn't even a suicide Madman. Like, it's just, he got farm in that lane. Tempest is 300 plus. Bubbles, as much as you shut on the Pebbles, Bubbles is just as much of a mid-game threat. And
This would have been a really interesting game to watch if they had farmed on Magmus bottom and if they had put Valkyrie Suicide. Like it would have been
Or
two
that, yeah, sure.
early game heroes. Like with Pebbles portal gear and Magmus early portal gear, it would have been like a lot of team fights. It would have been a lot of team fights in this game. But now they just, I don't know, this game and
These
top
Valk
lane.
heroes.
And Tempest ultimate? No, he's gonna put the Glacial Blast down into Valk. Tempest ult, Tempest ult, Tempest ult! He had a 3-man, I felt like, onto really
And
punch
now-
fires. And now he ults right on top of the Kraken ultimate. That wasn't great. They might be able to turn this around a Legion side kill field into 2. That's gonna help, but he actually gets the stun there on Kraken. Looks like it'll
He
just
had
be the 1 for 1.
so many
He had
many opportunities.
I know, to get a really good Tempest ultimate off there. And Keeper
And
might
even
be
hit
sitting inside of a
Keeper,
Rev Ward, but Kraken's still gonna take the death here.
Oh,
Keeper's very close to a Rev Ward.
yeah.
And he just pops the trees, and Invis himself past, but again, Rev Ward, how did they not stun him there? He's got to be in range of
I
this.
think it's. What? No, it's not. What?
Oh,
what
anyway,
one?
bottom 90 is dying.
That's-
I completely missed that.
The reward up there is from.
Oh, it's
Love
from the
to
Legion.
Pass,
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
I'm
so-
sorry.
but still,
Hellborn
he's not
destroyed a Legion
gonna be in
tower.
this for like when he walks to the tower from
Right,
over the sea.
so he had to spawn the trees. No, that makes sense. For some reason I thought that was a
Yeah,
Hellborn. Rev Ward.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know about this game now. Like Valkyrie's not that great of a farmer. She's not gonna recover this. And Kraken is not even close to his portal key. And Bubbles is finishing on his now.
Yep.
I don't know, like they are so far behind already because of the way they laid this. So, oh arrow! Oh arrow! Oh. Holy
That's
shit!
painful.
Wow. Wow.
That would be funny if he shell switched right into an arrow.
Was SSKB twice there?
It would have hit him, it just ran out. I don't think he even sidestepped it, it just didn't know enough distance.
No,
there.
he didn't. I don't think
And
he
Madman actually didn't eat the arrow after he kills Torturer. He's gonna double damage him now. And Root goes out on top of the dust, so they will be able to counter kill. It's a nice trade for the Legion side. Losing
That's
to support
worth it.
Torturer. Yeah. Rhapsody gets spotted out here by the Ward of Sight, and Bubbles is also hanging around. They're looking for more aggression. 2-man Lava Surge actually going to stop a lot, and Shell Surf won't be ported to release the Kraken right on Bubbles' face. He puts the kill field into 2. What a nice wrap. Oh, going to stop all the damage. 90 gets picked up in the background by Pebbles.
They don't have any
And there's a 2-man Lava Surge again. They got to pick a target here, and they're not really doing it. Now they're going to leave because they're realizing, yeah, we actually spread our damage too thin. Magmus in a lot of trouble. Last auto attack of Bubbles will finish off. Mag. And Rhapsody actually going to catch Torture as the Pebble Stun comes in as well, so he will die.
There's just no communication on the Legion side.
Right.
None whatsoever.
I mean, they went there for 3 different targets right there. They didn't know if they wanted to kill Bubbles or Tempest or Rhapsody. They should have focused the Rhapsody, killed her first. She's nice and squishy and doesn't have an escape mechanism. She was in the middle of 3 of them, basically trying to go, focus me, don't kill my team.
I feel like each of the players are from different continents and they can't really communicate with each other.
They're all from the same country, Anthos. How did I just blow
I mean,
your
one
mind?
of them's speaking Portuguese, another one's speaking English, another one's speaking Antarctican, and then you got the other 2 from God knows where.
Mars.
There you go. That's a continent.
Yeah, it's on another planet, but it's still coming. Well, there's no water, so the whole planet's a continent. Magnus down once again.
15 minutes and 10k gold lead already.
Right. And the Trump actually, Pebble's missing his combo. Kraken gonna charge back into the tower. We'll get the stun off, but Madman's just gonna leave as there is no Kraken ultimate.
Are you guys sure this is Gold League? I don't know about this.
And Tempest ultimate could be just on the Valkyrie, but that will be cancelled in the background by Keeper of the Forest. They're gonna try to get somebody here. They can't really figure out who. Torturer is going to get in a lot of trouble. Senelex on the Kraken does fall in the meantime. Finally, Torturer gets picked off. We'll get an arrow here onto Bubbles, but yep, he actually will die. As he went right back into a creep wave, leaving once again, and Valkyrie trying to get away. He gets invis. Question is, do they have any arrows or just damage? Nope, Rev finally does go down, but it's a little bit too late. And CC goes through, so 15 minutes here, and looks like Izu will take the Game 2 victory, which puts them up 2-0, and means that they will move on to the round of 8, while YLTP drops to the round of losers bracket round 1. Excuse me. But final thoughts on the game, on the series, there in those.
YLTP is clearly partying too hard. I think that they need to really reconsider what they're doing with their lives, and hopefully get their act cleaned up so they can play HoN professionally.
Yeah, that wasn't pretty. This is.
But yeah, lots of mistakes on both teams' parts. Yeah, I don't know what the trial lanes were about. That really set them back, and I think in the end that was ultimately their downfall.
Yeah, I mean that trial lane was just stupid. But anyway, why don't you go ahead and wrap it up there, File? Anything you've got?
Yeah, yeah. I think you lost the party was kind of too afraid of Pebbles. I think they gotta be afraid of Pebbles since they trial laned him. I don't know if that was intentional from the beginning of the draft, like we're gonna try them, but I think it was some kind of solution they made up in the last second when they saw the Pebbles pick. Like, we're just gonna go try in this. We don't want him to get fast PK. And yeah, I think they should have set back and farmed way more and got their own items up instead of wasting time on trying to delay Pebbles portal key. Because other lanes just lost now, or at least Keeper did decent bottom, but mid lost, and yeah, Madman got farm because he was against the solo.
Well, makes sense to me.
So yeah.
And
Makes sense to me.
I think we can agree there were a lot of things that went wrong in that game for YLTP, from the Lily decisions all the way through to some interesting play calls and some interesting decisions in what they did. But anyway, we'll wrap it up for the series, and Izu does take it 2-0.